Good morning. So this is today, and my name is Daryl Arnold Pitt. I am the founder of We Believe in Africa and We Believe in Eldorado, and also the creator of Legacy. I'm here to tell you about Legacy and where we're going with this project. So what Legacy does is we're encouraging all human beings on this planet, okay, starting in South Africa, to give 15 Rand a month, a minimum of 15 Rand a month, to a school that they went to. No, your schools, not my schools. And saying that let's help those schools become all that they can be. For example, like one of the schools I went to, they say about 10,000 people have been to that school in the last 20 years. Okay? So 10,000 times, they say roughly 10 Rand. Excuse me, just for economic of scale. That would give the school 100,000 Rand a month for its own development. So now what Legacy does is we take that model and we partner up with the SGB and saying, how can we help you become great? Our vision is to access every school. There's 35,000 schools in the country. In the next 19 years, we will touch every school in the country and help them with Legacy to become great. Our vision is to live in a country with world-class educational facilities, that our kids can get world-class education. And I don't care about the color of your skin. I don't care about what language you speak. I don't care where you're born, what your name is. Oh, that's nice, okay? We're here to build a nation. That's our vision. That's where we're going with this. We want to create world-class education, and then later on we'll release other products into the economy and into humanity that will help us get there. So we're releasing health in the next couple of years, next 3 to 5 years. So first of all, Legacy does is let's make world-class education. And let's just be clear, this is not a charity. This is not just, oh, I give you something and it's nice. We don't need nice stuff. Charity is not going to build this nation. Charity is not going to help our kids get the best what they can get, okay? Because charity is not just giving a person a piece of bread or a fish. We're talking about them, not even a fishing rod, helping them with books, helping them with leadership, that they can start a fishing business, an enterprise. Not just giving them a fishing rod, say, yeah, go fish. Teach them where to fish, teach them what type of fish to get. Okay, it's like growing a tree. You help it with its roots, you water it, you nurture it, and then you let it go. Once its roots is deep enough, you can let it go. It would help itself. Okay? So the tree principle. So that's all about, we call it generational change. That this generation will be better than the next generation. It's almost like how we define leadership. It's saying is that and this is how we believe in Africa. So how celebrates leadership. So this is how we celebrate leadership. This is what we call leadership. It's helping the next person become greater than you are. That's what it's all about. It's helping others become great. Okay? So that's why we're creating this system and saying this is where we want to go. As I mentioned to you, charity is not going to take Africa. It's not going to help us with the challenges we are facing. It's not going to help. And let's say, look, we're only starting in South Africa. Next 19 years, I mean, we'll tell you, we can go on with different products. You will not imagine what product 3 is going to do. But we're not going to get into all the products that we're releasing. We're researching it and developing now. But let's focus on Legacy. Let's focus on today. We're piloting at Eldridge Primary in Soweto, in a community known as Eldorado Park. And this is not just about one school. This is not just about one community. This is about every single child in our country, on our continent, on our planet, getting world-class education. Because how do you grow a nation? Anyone interested in growing a nation? You shift education. So we are what we call is a non-governmental organization. We're not here we are not a government party. We don't want to be a government. We are not a political group. We are not a religious group. We are in the business of growing people. We're in the business of building and growing schools, building hospitals, building teacher training colleges. We're in the business of building a nation. That's what we are doing. So, like I mentioned, just touching on one more time, this is not some charity. No. We're into generational change. We're not interested in feeding schemes. Oh no, feeding scheme is nice. But how about you instill a system that you help those kids you're helping to feed? Start the feeding scheme in the next 12 months to help another generation. And then you give them a book program. And then you take them to a science center. Like you'll see Soweto, the science center here in Johannesburg. Because we are in the business, as I mentioned, building schools, building a nation. We need more science centers. We need biology centers. But what's going to happen? Looking at the state of our government and where the leadership is going, I'm not excited about that. So what we're saying is, as human beings, let's assist society, let's assist government, okay? We're here to help them, to say how can we help you become great, because that's what we do. As I mentioned, world-class education, world-class education, world-class health, and the other stuff will come. That's where we're going, okay? So I'm the sign of, I currently, excuse me, I still need to fill my bowls, I think, as we all have to do, and we'll chat again soon. Is anyone out there? Is anyone out there? Because it feels like I'm alone. Are we doing this alone? Because who's more important? Oh wait, let me tell you on that who's important. I must tell you about some of the celebrities we have in board. Some amazing big cheeses, massive cheeses. Let me think about this. It's you, and it's your children, and it's your nephews and your nieces. So good morning. It's currently 9 o'clock in African time, the 9th of August, 2011, and yeah. Sorry, previous video ran out of memory on this memory card, technology issue. So as I was saying, the biggest celebrities, the biggest cheeses we got on board, like the big guys, the biggest cheeses, the big cheeses, is you. Your children, your nephews, your nieces, your aunties, your uncles, your aunts, your grandfathers. Those are the biggest cheeses, because at the end of the day, who is more important? Some guy scoring goals, some guy hitting a little small white ball into a little hole, some lady taking drugs holding a mic in her hand. Are they more important than you are? So you are the biggest cheese. You are the most celebrity. You are the biggest celebrity. You are on our team, and that's what we have on board. Just going back into legacy. So legacy works on the model of saying, how can we make change? How can we make significance duplicatable, that everyone can be involved? Because let's talk about legacy. So a lady comes with a private jet, builds a school on her country. Nice. Okay, cool, nice. And then someone's wife comes also with a private jet and makes a noise. Nice. But is that duplicatable? Can everybody get involved? No, doesn't work. And anyways, is everybody also waiting for the knight to come in with his white stallion horse? Here he comes in, wow. And then what? He says he's gonna make, oh, I'm gonna spend 50 billion and make this community much better. Are you waiting for him? Hey? Because he's not gonna arrive. I met him along the way. He's stroking his own ego. Okay? He's not gonna arrive. And he probably, you know, like, he probably won't exist because you haven't met him. Okay? But he's there and he's not interested. Okay? So who's gonna fix our schools? Who's gonna fix our countries? It's you, the celebrity. So how legacy works is, we're going to ask every individual, every human being on this planet for 15 rand, for example, okay? And then, for example, how the model works is, we get 10,000 people. We find previous past students of a school and say, are you willing to help a school? The school that gave you what you have today, your education, your livelihood. You count every day, you use words every day. Those things you learned at primary and high school, okay? And then what happens is, we'll then say, how can we help the school, okay? And that's how it works. So we believe in Eldorado Park, and we believe in Africa, which is the mother one. We believe in Eldorado Park is going to sort out Eldorado Park, where we pilot different products, and Africa does South Africa, Africa, and the globe. Okay? So we believe is a strategic fundraiser and development partner to schools in our communities, in our countries, and on our continent, and on our planet. Okay? That's what we do. We will never sell a school windows. We will never sell them toilets. We will never sell them mouses. Click, click, no. We're in the industry of building. And then how this works is, for example, we only do that and then find service providers in with the school. So there's a school, there's a school, right? There's a school, there's your school. So we will find within a 10-kilometer radius, we will find a service provider of that school, right? Whether it's a plumber, a so forth, we will find them, okay? And we'll develop them. If we don't have a plumber, we'll go make a plumber. We'll find someone who's unemployed and send them to plumber school, for example. Right, so the money needs to stay in the community for the community to grow, so for our provinces to grow, for our country to grow, for our continent to grow. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so there's the school, there's the model, 10-kilometer radius, there's the school, there's the community serving it. So what happens is, that then goes to that community, okay? And then we go to another community and we build a community around a school. And then we share the resources. So we'll get NGOs supporting it, finding service providers in the community. And if they're not there, we'll make them. Okay? Because there's lots of opportunity and there's lots of abundance of resources available that we're going to make available for them. So there's the model. Can you see it? servicing each other, schools, and so forth. Okay? Because we're in the industry of building people, building communities, building schools. Okay? And here's the motto is, don't feed a child that doesn't exist. Don't feed a child that you don't know. Just support your own schools and help us build our nation. Okay? So down here's the website. Okay? www.wbiep.co.za. Get an application form, fill it in, enroll, and tell someone about it. Tell a friend, tell a family member. We build through word of mouth. We find that advertising is too cheap. Why should we pay a child to say something that they don't even know anything about? How about, and your children will sell this education system to you. I promise you that. Okay? So we don't pay for advertising, we don't pay for marketing. We use people selling people. Okay? And just give you an example. This is just not some Johnny come easy, Johnny come Friday, Johnny come Sipho come now, Matthew, here we are idea. This wasn't just one thing that just popped into someone's head. This has been 11 years in the making. Okay? 11 years. 11 years. Okay? I don't know what you were doing these past 11 years, but there was tears, there was regret. No, I wouldn't say regret, there was rejection and so forth. It hasn't been easy. Life isn't easy. Okay? It's been tears, it's been joy, it's been frustration, it's been looking into a mirror and saying, what now? After you've hit failure, head on. Then what? You just keep on persisting. Okay? As I was saying, don't ever label any child that which they are not. And don't play God. Don't call anyone disadvantaged, because who are you? Okay? So leave the children alone. Don't pass labels that do not belong to them, onto them. And in closing, I just want to say we love you, that we believe in you. And if you have a child, if you know a child, or you plan to have a child, this dream is your dream. Okay? So, you know the website, everything's in place, we're moving forward, and we're piloting for the next 12 months in Eldorado Park at Eldridge Primary. Then it goes community. In 18 months' time, we'll start to impact nationally. So every child in this country will have access to world-class education, period. Every child, every youth, in the next 19 years in South Africa. And Africa, like I mentioned, will be debt-free in the next 39 years. And who's going to do it? We're going to do it. With proper intention, proper purpose, proper drive, and real cutthroat, entrenching leadership. Okay? So I'll meet you in our bright and inspirational futures. And if you're not interested, we'll see you in 19 years. Okay? Thank you.